funky beat. Sun is shining, Rachel brings the heat. Wake up CEO, we're on repeat. Chicago, Sun Up City on the go. Rachel L. Gary on the radio. Tune in quick, hear the power flow. Wake up CEO, it's your daily show. Wake up, start the day with CEO. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. From the Windy City, bringing major vibes. Rachel on the mic, keeping lives revived. Radio Chicago, where dreams arise. Wake up CEO to the skies. No more snooze button, no more delay. Rachel's voice making waves today. Feel the energy Chicago way. Wake up CEO, rise and sway. Wake up, start the day with zeal. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. Wake up, start the day with zeal. Hey, Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill.
This is Dr. Carolyn Stevens, the CEO of the BHC Media Group. And when you are looking for a strategy for self-leadership, get aligned with Wake Up CEO with host Rachel L. Gary every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m.
You know what time it is? Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary in the building. Wake up, CEO, let's go! Wake up, go Sam, set that tone. Wake up, every step you take, you claim that throne. Wake up, no more doubt, no time to stall. Wake up, boss up now, go get it on. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, I ain't waiting, now I go and take it. Built this from the ground, no way they break it. Consistency, my secret, watch me make it. Got that boss talk, now I ain't faking no. Lost, set the goal, now I'm grabbing the goal. And put in the work, now I'm taking control. The vision so clear, yeah, I already know. Every step I take, I'm ready to blow. Wake up, set that tone. Every step you take, you claim that throne. No more doubt, no time to stall. You boss up now, go get it all. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. No handouts, yeah, I made my way. Built my brand, now I paved my lane. I turn my losses into lessons. Now my grind got no recession. Yeah, they talk about chance, but I make my own. Yeah, I ain't waiting for fate, got a future to own. Yeah, every setback, just part of the game, gay game. But now I'm up and they know my name. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up. Success so sexy, put the work in flexi. Late nights, no rest, but now my vision's hefty. They doubted, they laughed, now they watch from the back. Cause I turned every dream into bricks that stack. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, go get it all. Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary taking you to the top. Boss up.
Hey there, hey there, hey there, CEOs. Welcome to Wake Up CEO. I am your host, Rachel L. Gary. And you know what we do? We come here to have candid conversation with the inner CEO, that one that is clear in your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction to be the CEO of your life. Man, today's show is getting ready to be on fire. I want you guys to get locked in, get all ready, because we're not playing no reason to be sitting in the back. We are about to step truly into who we are. Guys, just take a breath. And we about to start talking about it. So today's show is how to simplify your goals so your actions can finally catch up. How many goals you got on your list? How many things you say you're going to do? What's going on? What's happening? We about to dive into that, because soon as we can be clear that there only should be one goal going on, one thing happening, then we can start getting locked in to how to set our mind to success. So y'all know I only speak to CEOs out there. That's the people that are clear in your actions, empowered by your choices, and ready to own your direction, and standing up proudly, being able to say they're the CEOs of their lives. Guys, y'all know what this is about. First, we're gonna jump into the power statement of the day. I want y'all to stay locked in. We got J Baby's boss mindset. She got a segment here every second Wednesday of the month. Last Wednesday we had Erica. We had Ebony in here last week. She sat with us to talk about insurance. Y'all can stay locked in every first Wednesday for her. Man, then third Wednesday, we got Erica, Reverend Erica, who's going to be coming talking about spiritual healing, growth, and development so you can be the best version of yourself. We're calling that Wisdom Wednesdays. Get locked in. And finally, we have on the fourth Wednesday, we have D-Ron Smith with his segment called Redeem to Win. Guys, y'all know, what did I say Wake Up CEO is about? It's about waking up the individual in you, giving you the tips so you can grow, giving you the information so we can be, do, and have the life that we say. I'm going to say that again, that we say we desire. Because on Wake Up CEO, all I'm doing is giving you tips and gems on how to jump right into that CEO mindset. So y'all know what we do on Wake Up CEO. We dive right in. So the power statement of the day is, I don't need more goals. I need more focus. One more time, CEOs. I mean, I got to say that for the person in the back row who didn't hear when I said it. I want y'all to repeat with me. I don't need goals. I need more focus. Not more goals, more focus. And y'all know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a plan of action, and y'all should be able to execute. Y'all know I'm going to give y'all those easy plans of action. I'm not going to we're not going to go and give you some hard, complex systems that you got to figure out, and you got to do 20 steps to get to activity one. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to give you some 3 quick tips. We're going to get clear, get empowered, and own that direction. That's what we're going to do on Wake Up CEO. We're not going to talk about, okay, I know if I had all of these things, if I could do all of these tasks, I could make the life that I dream. No, you can't. You have all these tasks. You have all these to-do lists, all these checklists and check boxes. All that does is give you more things to think about, less time to execute, and keeps you in the same spot. Let's stop spinning our wheels and let's get in action. So let's start talking about being clear. The myth of goals. Why having goals isn't enough. Whew. CEOs, I want y'all to take that in. And if you're new to Wake Up CEO, when I pause, that's just so you can be able to take that information in. The myth of goals. Why having goals isn't enough. Because goals aren't magic, man. It's not a magic pill. You write them all down. You get your goal, you get your vision board together, and then boom, your goals happen. Goals are not guaranteed. Goals are direction, not the destination. One more time, CEOs. Goals are direction, not the destination. So When you are writing your to-do lists and your vision boards and you are manifesting, I want to say to CEOs, I got to be the one who tells the truth. I got to always be the one who tells the truth. That's what the first part is about, busting myths. If you have your vision board and you believe that sticking pins in the things that you want, if sticking pins on the activities in which you want, and you don't plan to put any action behind it, you're still dreaming. Take that in, CEOs. Take a moment. I know that hit hard. I know. I don't want us dreaming anymore. I don't want to dream. Not in that way. Because you know what those dreams become? They become nightmares. Because you're trying to figure out why it did not come to reality. Why did I put together my vision board? Why did I start doing affirmations every morning? Why is none of these things working? Because you haven't put together a systematic plan of action. So let's get into that systematic plan. We think about writing our goals down, there's automatic. That's how dreams happen. No. Goals don't change your life, your actions do. So let's start talking about what overload looks like. You start strong Monday. By Wednesday, you behind. By Friday, you discouraged. And by Saturday, you making by Sunday, you making a whole new list. CEOs, I want you guys while you out there to tap in with me. How many of you guys is this you? Monday morning, you happy go lucky on Monday and you ready. I got one of my close mentees who was always talking about Mondays today. I'm with her. I agree. But if by Wednesday, you like, shit, I'm behind. If by Friday, you like, man, it just did not work. And then on Sunday, you start writing all over again. You in a circle. You in that cycle of perpetual nothingness. Nothing. Did nothing happen the last 7 days? It's okay. You're not the only one. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel upset. Don't click off right now because you mad at what I said. Stay. Move in. You already been in that circle. Now we're going to talk about how to get out that circle. Because that's not growth. That's just an emotional cycle of perpetual nothingness. So let's get to the truth. Too many goals create scatter. When you are scattered, you cannot execute. Remember, CEOs, I'm about executing a plan. I'm about being laser focused. Let me give y'all an idea of what focus looks like. You ready? I had a goal on Monday. My goal on Monday was to get through to every alderman in the Chicagoland area. Not only to get through, get to be put on their mailing list, and to have a conversation about doing events when they have events available. So that was my goal. I want y'all to hear CEOs. My goal for the day, one goal. My overarching master goal. So wait a minute. You have small goals, and then you have the master strategic plan. Then you have the outcomes in which you're looking for. So my outcome is to sell 10,000 books to individuals who are looking to grow and develop and have their level of freedom. That's the goal. That's the overarching thing I'm trying to do. Everything else are small micro goals. One goal at a time, one focus at a time, one finish at a time. I didn't do anything for 1 hour but talk to aldermen in the city of Chicago. Alderman's office in the city of Chicago. Actually spoke to a couple aldermen as well. So all I did for 1 hour on Monday was contact aldermen. That's it. Focus. You must pick a thing and focus. It's not that you want to make more money. What one goal today moves you closer to making more money? I want y'all to hear that. What's the one thing you do today that gets you closer to money? Because if you're living and thinking in the perpetual circle that when I do this task, I've won, I'm going to reach my goal. And when it doesn't happen, you're discouraged because your one goal for the day is to successfully complete a task that moves you closer to your ultimate why. Ooh, CEOs. I'm sorry about that. I know I be hitting. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. Because if somebody doesn't tell you, then you're going to keep continuing doing the same things. I don't want the same things. The definition of insanity. Come on, somebody drop that in the chat. I'm not even going to say it. Y'all know the definition of insanity. Drop that in the chat, somebody. We got Mrs. Gary in the chat. Hello, CEOs. Hello, Mrs. Gary. Happy anniversary once again. Yesterday, we celebrated our 14th year anniversary. We had an awesome time, spent some time together, relaxed our minds, got reconnected, talked about life. Man, I'm telling you, awesome time. Then we have Media Modics. If you guys are not locked in, Shop Talk 7 on Mondays. He is back, man, and you guys better get ready for the heat. I got to say something I always say about Monix. Monix is going to give it to you guys real intelligently, but you're going to get it. You're going to get the business, the real business, not the fake business, the real business. So if you are ready for the controversial truth, because that's what he's about to bring you, the controversial, but the truth. It ain't going to be no lies. It's going to be the truth. You're going to need a dictionary, a thesaurus, and your Google after we'll be on this show. But I'm going to tell you why, because he's going to bring you that knowledge that's so deep. So deep. You're going to be trying to figure out, man, is this really the real? Just get locked in on Mondays. Guys, stay right here on My Radio Chicago, and you can be locked in just all day. Go ahead. If you're looking for the great conversations with some energy, some information that's going to help you find success, you in the right place. My show is just one of many on My Radio Chicago. Did y'all see those 312 awards where there was 6 of us nominated for the Radio Personality of the Year? Even though Blizz won, I think that we gonna all vote him out of the race next year. I think that's gonna be our goal. Our goal next year to vote him out the race. But on the same token, My Radio Chicago still brought it home. But the reason I'm saying is that you had 6 personalities on one radio station. So to me, that means that the greatness is right here. We in the midst of greatness. That's what I'm talking about that focus. When you focus on growing greatness, that's what Blizz doing. He focuses on growing greatness on My Radio Chicago. And it is always displayed in how many awards that we're nominated for. Not just myself, but other people on the radio station. Because you remember, guys, I'm in collaboration, not in competition with anybody. There's only one Rachel L. Gary. There's only one Media Modics. There's only one Shy Blizz. We all are in our lanes and in our lanes running well. I'm telling you, I'm running my race and I'm winning every time. I guarantee you that Media Modics is running his race and he winning every time. I guarantee you Shy Blizz is running his race and he winning every time. Because all we doing over here for 2026 is winning. No matter. Shrees, drop that in the chat for me. What we doing over here? Drop that down there. If you guys are not locked in already with Shree Sloan of Highly Productive Chicago, guys, get locked in. She is the promoter of the year. I have nominated her. I have awarded her. And not only did I award her a promoter of the year, she is also the #1 promoter for Freedom Has GPS. Set your destination to success. That is my 3rd installation of the Epic Collection book series. And Epic stands for Elevate Potential to Ignite Change. That's what it's all about, CEOs. I'm going to take a breath because I dropped a lot of information on you guys. But all that information is information you need to use. Use that information. Then with Media Lock, he says, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. There it is. That's insanity. That's what y'all doing. We're not expecting different results. We were expecting new results. That's why y'all came on Wake Up CEO. So let's get some tips about how to stop with the goals with an S. How to stop believing that you didn't make a move and you didn't reach your goal because you did one task. One task is a stepping stone to the next step, the next level, so you can reach your ultimate goal. So if you're looking for that 5-bedroom, 3-car garage, 3-bathroom, marble staircase house, you got to make some moves. You got to make some mental moves, some financial moves, some friendship moves, move them out your way, move them to the side, move them back. and then get you into a circle of individuals who can help you grow that mindset. That was 4 moves I just said about one daggone house. But as you make each one of those moves, you become closer to your dream, your aspiration, your why. So if your why is to buy that house, you got 4 moves to make, pimpin'. I just got to get to you on the street level. You got 4 chess moves to make to checkmate. If you're a person that plays chess. If you're a person that plays bid whist, you got 4 books to set the opponent. And the opponent is that house that you're looking for. If you're a person that plays spades, you got to make more books than the other person to win. But win in your CEO life, CEOs. I'm not talking about nothing outside of you. All this is in you. You got this. So I want you guys to understand that if you don't make things simple for your brain and you give your brain complex, think about, do a timetables. I'm going to give y'all timetable real quick. 9 times 9 plus 7. Somebody drop that answer down to me. 9 times 9 plus 7. If you can't do that in 1 second, you've given your brain a complex problem. So think about this. Every time you say you're going to do something and you have a goal, you give them 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals. Your brain is trying to figure out which thing to hit first. That's why we're talking about focus. Get laser focused on what you want. All right, come on with it, y'all. Come on with it. We got the power. We got the powers in it. We got Monica, she hit that real quick. We had Amina, she hit that real quick. If you guys are not already aligned with Amina Salah Baker, get locked in with Miss Mina Media. She is also part of the Freedom Has GPS campaign as the campaign director. Now, let's not talk about her being a campaign director. Let's talk about her amplifying businesses, rebranding businesses. Drop that information in the chat, Amina, so we can get them out there. If you're looking to grow your business and you're looking to amplify what your business is positioned as, get your business on radio, not just my show, but multiple shows. Get locked in with, get rebranding, getting all of the things that are needed for your social media to really pop, for your activity in the street to get better, for your foot tractor to your business to get more plentiful. You need somebody who can get you locked in. Miss Mina Media does just that. Drop that information down there. MissMinaMedia@gmail.com. That's how you can get in contact with her. For those who are listening, get locked in. Guys, I told y'all what we doing for 2026. We only winning over here. So I'm talking, if you heard the people I'm talking about, these people are team members of mine, part of the campaign of growth, campaign of change, campaign of elevating your brain, elevating your brand. That's what these people are doing. This isn't about me. This is about you. Who do you want to be? Who are you ready to step into? That's why we're simplifying our goals down to that one goal that allows our brain to find some success and some laser focus. So one focus builds identity. When you focus on one thing, you're telling your brain that I'm going to make this thing happen, one thing. And then you focus all your efforts behind it. One more time, my why for all of the little goals I'm doing from now until December 31st is to sell 10,000 copies of Freedom Has GPS. It is not to sell 10,000 copies for monetary purposes. It's all a numeric equation. 10,000 people having a book of information that allows them to grow. They tell 10 more people. That's 100,000 people who have the information. Those 100,000 people tell more people. That's 1 million people. There's 8 billion people on the planet. How do you make an impact in the Black community? I just told you. You give 10,000 people the information that allows them to make an impact, and you serve 1 million people in your community. It's just an average of numbers, people. That's what the 10,000 came up with. Just an average of numbers. And how numbers work. Just like when you hear something good, what do? You tell your friend. You tell your friend tell your friend, their friend. You remember the statement of 7 degrees of separation. You're 7 degrees away from the president of the United States. You know 7 people know some other people that know the president of the United States. And it's so funny. I'm cracking this joke. I'm making this statement right now. My friend was shaking hands with the president at Jesse Jackson's funeral. My friend shook hands with Jesse Jackson. Shook hands with the president at Jesse Jackson's funeral. So how close am I to the president? Sorry, ex-president. We're not talking about the present person in office. Ex-presidents. So to me, you're that close to your goals. Let's make that happen. So there's that information for Miss Media. If you guys are ready to get locked in, she put all that information there. She gave you all the information about what she do. And we getting her laser focused. Laser focused. Amina's put out there, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie at all. Hey, I just used statistical data and came up with the information. How do I reach 1 million people? How do we bring businesses, prosperity back to the community? I created a document. I want you guys to hear this. Right now in the city of Chicago, they opened up April 1st, 6,000 lots to be sold. They're being sold at different levels. So I saw the ad on April 2nd. April 2nd at 6:45 is when I saw it. By 11 o'clock, I had created a document that gives you step by step on who you need to work with, who you need to partner with, and how we can make it happen of buying back our community. Now, it is a structured, focused plan. I dropped that focus plan to 10 community leaders. Now, everybody in the community, you have community leaders out there who say, we want to do better. We want the neighborhood back. I just gave them a plan of action. They need 5 people. Guys, I'm not going to get all into the details. If you guys have 5 people, go look at my post on the 2nd. I dropped it in the chat. I dropped it on the post. If you guys want the information, DM me with the 5 people that are needed. If you have those 5 people, I can give you a plan to buy as many lots in your one area, one concentrated area in the next 45 days. The window to start buying opens up May 12th. So CEOs, that's what I'm talking about freedom. Taking information, assessing a problem, and being able to get a laser focused plan. So I worked 3 hours on a plan. That's all I worked on for 3 hours. That's the reason I was able to get to it and get through it so quickly. So when you're looking to grow and you're looking to do something, you have to be focused. So I want to make sure we all clear, CEOs, before we start getting into our commercial breaks. And then we're going to be bringing Jay Baby with boss mindset. Guys, today is the day. We is going to be on fire. Is you ready? That's the question. So to get clear, the myth about having multiple goals is ghost. One goal. Each day, one goal that moves you to your why. Why up here? One goal at a time until you get to your why. You fall, you fail, boom. That's a lesson. That's not failure. That's a lesson. You needed to learn that lesson so you can reach your goal. So while you're going through the process, you fall, boom. You get knocked down a peg in your mind. But you don't get knocked down a peg. You learn valuable information that was going to be necessary for you to reach that goal. So the why up here is what we're reaching. Each day we're doing one step to get closer. One step. This is how I'm just simplifying how to actually get what you want, CEOs. That's what the show is about, isn't it? How to simplify your goals. Because there ain't no goddamn goals. Only one. So, guys, stay locked in right here on Wake Up CEO. I am the host, Rachel L. Gary, and this is my radio, Chicago Support District Radio, because we already know what? It is more than radio. Hold on, guys. Today, I got something special for you. Hold on. We're going to pause for a second. So today, on Wake Up CEO, I am debuting the video for my new book. So I not only wrote a book, I wrote 4 songs, one that is performed by Ejilla Beats on the soundtrack called The Movement. Because as I said, I am not writing books. I am not having conversations. I am moving, making motion, being in action towards success. So guys, stay locked in. Look at the video. Share your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. But stay locked in for what's up next right here on My Radio Chicago. Check out this video. The video is the title track for the movement, and it's Freedom Has GPS. Check out that video.
Yeah.
Say impossible, impossible.
Freedom has GPS.
Freedom has GPS.
Rachel L. Gary. Rachel L. Gary.
Yeah. We've been riding in circles, same stress, same scene, trying to find peace while we're chasing a dream. Then Rachel L. Gary put the map in our hands. Now it's clarity on the dash. We got plans on plans. Boundaries unlocked, no details for the doubt. If it don't match the mission, we routing it out. Purpose in the pedal, we don't wait on the sign. CEO of our life, watch the whole thing align. We set the destination. We move with intention. No more drifting. We chose the vision.
We chose the vision. Female rapper, ad-lib. Freedom has GPS, so we set it and we go. Yeah, Rachel L. Gary in the map, yeah, she marking a road. Let's go! Love, time, peace, and family, yeah, that's the goal. CEO of our life, now we taking control. No more stuck, no more someday, we got something to prove. Freedom has GPS, now watch the whole movement move. We be up, out and moving, yes, but out and moving to the greatness that lies in. Woo!
You.
Hey there, CEOs. What did y'all think about that video? Man, I'm going to tell you, AI is awesome. Toss a picture of me in there. Toss a picture of my brother in there. I'm going to lock that video in. What did y'all think? Now, y'all have heard the song before. We debuted that on Morning Jump Off with Shy Blizz. So let's drop that in the chat. What y'all thought about it? It's all about freedom. It's all about growth. It's all about development. All about being the best version of who? You. All right, y'all see we got J Baby. She already in the house. But we gonna get through the empowerment. Then we gonna let her get her boss, man. That boss mindset. I know it's gonna be hot. You know why it's gonna be hot? Because we all need that mindset for growth. What you gotta say? What you gotta say? Say what you gotta say.
Hey, y'all. It's so nice to be here, you know.
All right, y'all getting.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is J Baby. I am a promoter, host, MC. Everything you can think of, trust me, I can do it. And probably better.
All right, we're going to get her focused too on the one focus line. All right, guys, we're going to get into the empowerment and we're going to give her a moment to set all her stuff up and y'all get ready. Just get ready for the fire because the heat is coming. All right, CEOs. Where were we? We're talking about the empowerment piece because we talked about how to simplify your goal on being clear. Now let's get empowered on what to do once we get clear. So one focus gives your mind room to execute. So how we execute that plan is this. Choose your lane for the next 30 to 90 days. That's it. One lane. I got a question. If you're in the middle of the street and you try to figure out what side to jump to, what's going to happen when those cars come? While you trying to figure it out, you're going to get crushed. And that's what happens in our everyday life. We are trying to figure out, jumping from one side to another, trying to figure out where the money is, how to get to the money, how to do this. I got to hustle. I got to do this thing. I got to do this thing. I got to go that place and that place. And we're going every place and we're running around in circles. And we done made $50. And that's the win of the day. So if we are looking to make $100,000 this year, one of the mentees dropped it out there for me is 8,333,300 on and on infinity. That's the number that you got to make a month. So if you're going to make that a month, you got to break that down to what you got to make a week. So that's a little, we'll say 2,500 a week. That's conservative. Look like 8. What is it? Look, gotta act like I can add around here. No, I was right about $2,000. Little like about $2,000. 4 weeks in a month. Come on, I gotta get myself together. 4 weeks a month, like $2,000. So you gotta make $2,000 every week. And if you're looking at that in hours of a job that you're working 40 hours a week, but most people are not talking about working 40 hours. We're talking about doing some entrepreneurship, which is a lot different because that means you got to put in some work. I'm going to tell you the first work you got to put in, CEOs, is the work of your mind, because you got to sit back and you have to think. And I know that we're going to talk about that. I know the boss is going to talk about it. Y'all just get ready. But at the end of the day, to simplify what you have to do, you have to just make sure that you put the main thing has to be the main thing. It can't be main things. Priorities didn't even exist until much later in time. The word priority was the word, which means there was one thing that we were focused on. So that one thing for 30 to 90 days. That's financial. That's physical. That's emotional. That's whatever that one why you want to work on for 90 days. Whatever that is. Because I'm going to tell you this is where the magic happens, CEOs. The magic happens because once you start with that one goal and you stay focused on it for 90 days, all those other things that you were thinking of you wanted are going to start happening. Because you're so focused, the energy you put out there is coming back. That's the magic. That's the magic in when you're manifesting. That's the magic in affirmations. That's the magic in having a goal board. You're focusing on one thing and you're moving towards it. So, but listen to this part. Focus isn't where you're being restricted. It's empowering you. It's helping you grow. It allows you to be aligned. And you don't need a new life. You just need a new level of consistency. Get consistent with the one thing. 30 to 90 days. You can do it, CEOs. You've been sitting around your house in a bathrobe. If you didn't want to do nothing, you were scrolling on social media. You did that. If you could do those things, and this is not saying that's what everyone's doing out there. CEOs, I'm just giving examples. If you can do those things, you can do this one thing that's for you. Give yourself 30 to 90 days of a focused task. And y'all, I ain't going away. Y'all can come back here and call me a liar in 90 days. If you worked on one thing for 90 days and you didn't see real results in your life, come in and call me a liar. Come right here on Wake Up CEO 90 days from now and call me a liar. I'll be deep in my book. I'll be deep in my book promotion at that time. Y'all could do some real harm if that makes you happy. Come back in 90 days. Come back in 90 days and tell me right here on Wake Up CEO. I'll even bring you in. If you DM me, if you're taking a 90-day challenge, that you're going to focus on one thing for 90 days, drop that 90 days in the chat, and I promise you, I will personally send you messages of holding you accountable for the next 90 days, one time a day. Tell me what the goal is. Remember, I do leadership coaching and development. I help businesses build their business in the way so they can find success. 90 days. You got a personal coach for 90 days. Drop that down there in the chat. What's that one thing you're focusing on today? Not tomorrow.
Hold on, let me get to
Drop that one thing in the chat. And personally, I will listen to what you're looking to do, and I will give you tips on how to get there. For 90 days, you got a personal coach. How many people going to take me up on the offer? Let's see.
Can I take you up?
Absolutely. Drop that in the chat. Drop that in the chat. If you drop it in the chat, one thing is, everyone knows my word is my word. I got you. Drop that in the chat. If it's 90 people that drop it in the chat, hey, some of the stuff will be my VA. Hey, 90 people is a lot. I am coaching masterminds right now. So I have 46 mentees I'm coaching. So at the end of the day, but you got a personal coach that's going to drop a message to you every day for 90 days. If you are ready, I'm ready. Let's see if we're ready. Let's get to it. So we are now going to get into our segment right before we bring J Baby on, guys. Y'all ready? Now, the Author's Corner that is brought to you by Distinguished Authors Guild, where your literary excellence is celebrated. As a ambassador and award winner utilizing that book, #Poverty to Six Figures, Breaking the Chain to Gain, they celebrate not only your literary excellence, they also do promotion. You're promoted on several podcasts. Wake Up CEO happens to be one of them. So if you're an author out there who has a book that you know is good, you put your sweat and tears into that book, go ahead to distinguishedauthors.guild.com and submit your book. You have until the end of May to get that book in. It's any book that was published in 2024, 5, or 6. I think it's up until August of 2026. Get your book in there. And then I'll see you at the event. Guys, I was there. I had a whole stage presence. They made me walk from way from the back. That's a story for a later time. But they, at the end of the day, are here to support you. They help you get into libraries, as well as they have 2 book fairs, and they do a virtual book sale for your book. They are legitimately about collaboration, not competition. I have several people that are my close friends who I met at the Distinguished Authors Guild. So if you guys are looking for more than just a book award, you're looking for community, you found it. Go to distinguishedauthors.guild.com and submit your book today. So now let me give you what the book is of the day. The book of the day is The Memo by John Hope Bryant. This is my personal virtual mentor. He also has a new book that's coming out. I'm going to purchase the new book. It aligns with my brand, my message. I really love everything that he has going on. I'm looking for him as an endorser. Guys, look, I'm calling things into existence, Absolutely. I'm a manifestor because I've already DM'd his PR people and everything. So one more time, what did I say? You cannot manifest something without putting some action behind it. So before his book came out, when I read the memo, I had already sent a message to his PR team. And currently I got my PR team already on the lookout to how do we get to that 7 degrees of separation to where I can get my book in his hands so he can understand that it's a companion guide for the capitalist book that he just dropped. Guys, at the end of the day, when you're looking for success, you gotta be in action towards it. So the one thing from the book that I got was your habits will decide your future more than your dreams. So the habits that you do every day, that's why we were talking about finding that one goal and moving towards that one thing every day. Each of those habits build upon each other and they make you who you are. I'm known for being a person of integrity, consistency, and discipline. I'm known for this because I'm consistent, disciplined, and focused. And my word is my word. When I say I'm doing it, I'm doing it. If I'm not, I'm not. I say no real quick though. I say no. I say no to protect my yeses. So your habits decide your future. So simplifying your goals into habits that prove you're serious. That's what I got from the memo that ties into what we're talking about. So I want y'all to stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago. And when we come back, we're going to have J Baby in the house actually having that conversation about that boss mindset that is necessary for real growth. So stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago. Support District Radio, where we already know it is more than radio. Boom. Why can I never hit it? We are all looking to get to the cash. So I have the perfect book series for you by award-winning author Rachel.
Trying to find peace while we're chasing a dream. Then Rachel L. Gary put the map in our hand.
Wait a minute. Are you a leader, supervisor, manager who is looking to turn your gifts into profit? I have a 10-week course that'll show you how to make $2,500 or more in 10 weeks. You want to learn more? Click the link below and see others just like you who made it happen. Wait, are you ready?
All right. We are back to My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio. We already know it was more than radio. Guys, what I promise you guys, you were going to get some information. I promised today that you guys were going to get a new co-host. I promised you guys that the segment was going to be hot. So what we about to do? We about to jump into it. So if you guys are not already locked in with J Baby today, after today's information, you are about to get ready to get locked in. So the segment is called The Boss Mindset, and it's new to Wake Up CEO, because on Wake Up CEO, we all about collaboration, not competition, and we're about growth. So what we about to do is we about to let J Baby bring y'all in with that boss talk. Welcome to Wake Up CEO, week 2. What's happening?
So we're going to get right into this. I'm going to introduce myself formally for y'all. J Baby, that's Jayy. Babyy. It's 2 Y's on both of those because I'm the only one who can do what I do, okay? So
Come on with it.
now I know Rachel was saying, I do a lot. I got my hands in the pot and I got to simplify myself, right?
Absolutely.
But let's talk about going into businesses, like bad businesses at that. When you're in this industry that we're in, you're going to run into nothing but a lot of BS. You're going to run into a lot of bad business. So let's look at it like this. So imagine you're looking at a new business, right?
I do a lot of looking at new businesses, CEOs.
And it's exciting. It's real exciting. Your blood is pulsing for it.
Absolutely.
But what you don't know is some bad businesses don't usually look bad at first. They normally look real good for you. Like if you go on Facebook Marketplace and you're trying to find a car, right?
Uh-huh.
It's real cheap. Outside look decked out. It's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
But you get in and you drive it for one day and that check engine light come on. And now you sitting there and you like, what do I do? That's why you got to be mindful of what you do. You have to spot the signs when it comes to anything, especially when it comes to your business and your brand.
So first, before you get all into this, J Baby, tell them who you are and tell them what it is that you do, your business, and why we coming to talk to them about their business mindset.
So my name is J Baby and I own J Baby's Promotions LLC. I have owned J Baby Promotions LLC for 3 years now. And I am a party promoter. I host. I MC. I am a radio personality on top of everything. I model. I do TV appearances. That's why I said, you name it, I can do it. But
we're going to get her focused, y'all, promise.
Yeah, I'm going to get focused. I'm going to learn.
By December, we're going to rewind this back. Because by December, she'll be like, this is what I'm doing and I am making a killing at it. That's what we're going to talk about.
I'm going to hold you to it like you said 90 days, right?
Yeah, come on.
So let's get back to these business deals, okay? So now regular business deals, one red flag, if they can't tell you how they making the money and what your role is off back when you walk in that door, turn around because that is a bad business, right? If you can't go, let's say you go in for an interview, you know how much you're going to make at that interview. You know exactly what position you hold with that company. But if they can't tell you that on day one, that's not a business that you need to include yourself in. You have to be very mindful. You got to watch out they'll try to swindle you. They'll try to use you. Me personally, coming into this industry, I've dealt with some bad businesses that
nobody want to be used. So we got to make sure we get locked in. Got to get locked in. Come on with it.
If they pressure you to decide on anything too quick, that's another red flag. Run.
Guys, this is in y'all everyday life. This ain't just business. I want y'all to make sure this is everyday life. If you are being pressured into a situation, you like, man, I don't know what to do. If you are having that moment, take a step back and breathe. So, and that's what I just heard her say. You got to breathe and be able to walk away.
You got to walk away. Like,
come on, Jay,
like
baby.
you said, in regular life, friendships, a friend can pressure you to do something.
I'm one of these friends, guys. I got crack a joke. My friends, come on, my friends online. They'll tell you I've never been peer pressured into anything. You can't pressure me into doing jack. The word knows.
The word is no. You can't pressure me into nothing. I'm like, Rachel, no. Before I even ask, no. I'm like, what? But Rachel is real because Rachel went through it and understand how to read the wrongs, like how to read the signs.
You got to.
You got to read the signs. Now, if you watch out for the promises that they are telling you, if they're promising you, oh, you're going to be the next COO of this company. And then 2 weeks down the line, their CEO not even inviting you into the room for a meeting that CEOs have, that's not the room for you. That's not the company for you because they promised you something and you ain't even get into that room that you were supposed to be in.
I want to say something about that, Jay, baby. That happens more often than not.
Yeah.
You go to a company, black businesses, I want y'all to hear this part. If you don't have structure within your business, you do have no reason to be hiring employees because the first person who has to get clear is you. If you are not clear with the structure of your business, employees' titles or what compensation should be for a position, you need to get all of that together before you ask or invite in another individual into your chaos.
And that's very true. Now, sustainable success takes nothing for you. If it's your business and you are working towards one goal at a time, like Rachel says, simplify your goals.
Absolutely.
If you are working towards one goal, it will get done because you are dedicated to that one goal. If you're having all of these goals and doing all of these things to accomplish, and it overwhelms you, you're going to be like, oh, I've been trying to start my business for 4 years. What am I doing wrong? Well, you got too much going on.
It is. Hey, you know what? I want J Baby. I'm gonna rewind that, guys, and y'all gonna come back to the beginning when she came on. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. If now I'm one of these people, guys, I understand that money's got to be made. And I understand that people have heard the story of several streams of income. I want to give y'all a quick update. I have 5 streams of income, but let me tell you what I do. Leadership coaching and development. I got the book. I have courses. I have Wake Up CEO. I have other podcasts. I have a TV station. All of those things do leadership coaching. So my 5 streams of income are all about one thing. So when you hear the word 7 streams of income, it's utilizing your circle of genius in 7 different ways. I just want to break that down. Go ahead. Sorry. Continue. Hey, I got to slide those things in so y'all can just align that with your business because we want your business to be successful. That's why she's bringing this boss mindset. Come on with it, Jay.
Now, if you have been promised something for so long and they actions not amounting to what was promised to you, that is a bad business. You are in a bad business deal because you have to do what you say you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
If you're the CEO of a company and you tell me, oh yeah, 3 years you get, let's say regular real life, you work 21 years and you get your pension. You trying to earn to that pension, right?
That's right.
You get to that 15th year and you see something online that say you can get your pension now if you retire. But you go to your boss and your boss like, no, you can't retire yet. You want to know why your boss gonna tell you no, you can't retire yet?
Because they don't want to replace you right now.
They don't want to replace you because you're too good at your job. We're too good at our jobs when it comes to these corporate companies instead of being too good at our own jobs. You own your own business and you good at your job, can't nobody knock you down. Can't nobody take your stream of income because it's your income.
I'm gonna tell you, I love that. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I was an entrepreneur. I was a 9-to-5 worker as an entrepreneur. I've sold 2 businesses over the course of the last 15 years. So at the end of the day, I was really good at my job, really good at what I did, moved up within those organizations because I utilized those organizations as the investor in my life. Because the first thing I'm a CEO of is what is a CEO? Y'all know what it is. Clearing your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction. So if you are the CEO of your life first, that means that one more time, the CEO of your life first. Because when you're the CEO of your life, then you make decisions based upon how does it grow your life. That's why the main thing got to be the main thing. So my main thing is that I was the CEO of my life. I was working for those companies to invest in the future version of Rachel L. Gary. So I came there and gave them the best version of what they needed at those organizations so I could learn. Because the best place to learn about a corporation is at a corporation. So I work with a Fortune 300 and 500 companies, not just regular, not saying there's regular businesses. When you're a Fortune 300 and 500 company, you make a certain number of earnings. You're at multi-million or multi-billion-dollar status. So when you look at those systems, you want to understand how they got there. So I'm one of these really inquisitive people.
When you're doing that, you got to ask questions, though.
A lot of questions. Hey, I am notorious for asking questions. I upset many people because I ask so many questions.
You know who shout out to Mush. Mush asks you 1,000 questions. Mush make them laugh.
Mush is one of my favorite people. Let me tag Mush in that. Mush is one of my favorite people because she's not gonna ask you questions. She's not gonna just ask you a question. She's
gonna get into it.
She's gonna ask you all your business. She wanna know more about your business than you know about your business.
Your daddy is, your mom is, how they made you, when they made you. I love Mush because Mush is going to ask the right questions to learn, not just to be in your business, but she's going to learn how to do business with you.
Correct.
And that is something that I love and I value so much.
Thank you for joining me.
If something feels off about anything, you first need to slow down. Slow down. If you're getting that gut feeling, your intuition is not going to lie to you. If you're getting a gut feeling and you're like, something ain't right, this company playing me, or this business partner playing with me. They're not holding up their end. Breathe. Look at everything. Look at all the facts. Look at everything that you've done and everything that they've done. If what you've done outweigh what they've done, leave.
Okay, I got to intervene a little bit there, guys. First, we got to ask a question. Y'all got to sit down. You got to breathe. Then you got to sit down and ask questions.
Sometimes.
Go ahead. Go. That's right. I'm one of the people who love to agree to disagree. So go ahead.
Sometimes you ask a question and you get manipulated into something.
That's true enough. But there's
a lot of manipulation in this business.
But you know what? The first person if you're a person, first you have to build you to be able to make a discernment between what someone is saying and what is actually fact. Which means you have to get more education so you can make sure you get the facts. So a lot of this comes from the more information you know, the better way to grow. So you have to understand what's going on. So any business you're getting in, I want to say the first thing is being clear on what the business is you're getting in. If you are an artist, be cognizant of what it is that you're supposed to receive. If you are like, okay, yeah, they're gonna give me a $50,000 advance. I want y'all to hear the word advance. What that means
you pay it back.
You have to pay that back, and you don't get your money. So let's say you have $55,000 in record sales. You not getting none of that 55 grand because you owe them 50, but interest and plus whatever they did put on. So it's really having an understanding about whatever business you in, whether you're an artist or you're a business owner who's partnered with somebody. You have to understand, what does the contract mean? What does it say? Hold on, we got people in the chat. We don't want to let these people believe that we ain't listening. So we said, don't leave so quickly. Come on. That's Media Models. I told y'all ready for that controversial truth. Get locked in on Mondays right here on my radio, Chicago. He said, that's a risk. That's a risk you got to take. If you're doing more than they are, check your business agreement first before you say anything. Totally agree. I'm 1,000%. But that's
if it's a contract.
But that's all about being clear. In the very beginning, you want to have an understanding of what is being required and what is the ask from you. Ask from you and the ask that you and what do you want from them. So sometimes we're like, man, I need the money. But when you run in with the idea of I need the money, sometimes you make bad decisions. That's why I said you have to be cognizant of what you really desire.
Real opportunities don't rush you.
Not at all. At all. Like how I got here on my radio Chicago. Blizz and we met in September. Blizz said, I think that you'll be good for my radio Chicago. Oh. That was in September of the year before last. I met him in September. I didn't come on the radio until February because patience was his virtue. What I love about Blizz, because he come in, he showed me how to do everything. He is patient. He cares about what's going on at the station. Those are things that made me say yes. That he was not the only radio station who asked me to come aboard, but he was the radio station I chose because of his personality. Because that he actually genuinely cares, because he actually genuinely shows up. I didn't want someone just to put me in the booth and say, go ahead and have at it, but didn't give me any knowledge. One more time, I didn't rush for the opportunity. I figured out what I wanted.
And it was there.
And then I made a decision. So you have to figure out what's the good, bad, and indifferent, and what is it that you're looking for. I wanted to have an understanding of what to do, which means I needed training. So I needed someone who had the patience to do the training. I researched Blizz. He had trained at the schools. I knew that he had helped, that he understood and would not just throw me out there. And he has more than lived up to that. So if you guys are looking for a home, looking for a radio station with an individual who's really about your success, you done found it. All right, continue, please.
But like you were saying earlier, you have to simplify your goals.
Yes.
You have to. If you want your goals to catch up, you got to simplify them.
Absolutely.
Your goals are like business, because your business is your goals.
It is.
They tie in together. That's why I said bad business, because your goals can be bad. Well, they're not bad goals, but it's just too much for you that you can't let them catch up because you're running into bad business. It all ties in.
Love her. I mean, love that scenario. She put all that together real quick on us. So we got Monix in there. He said, if you're doing more than, that's the other one. Hold on. Sorry. Here was something else that came down. My bad. I gotta get into there. Don't leave. That was mush. Okay, my apologies. I hit the button. That's me. All right, guys. But I say this at the end of the day. My question for J Baby, as we talking about bad businesses, what is the top two things that you think a person who's coming into a company needs to make sure they know before they say yes to them?
First off, you need to know their contract from front to back. Simple. When you sign up for that job, you need to know their contract when they put it in your face. Because you got to read the fine prints. They'll catch you and say, your tasks is this in big words. And then under that, your task is going to be a whole list of other tabs. So you got to really pay attention to your contract and read it over. Have a lawyer read it over if you don't trust yourself.
I'm not a lawyer, and I get a lawyer. I'm saying this, those couple of dollars that you're going to spend for a lawyer to read over your contract is worth it for you not having something bad in the long run. A bad contract in the long run is going to cost you not only money, it's going to cost you your peace, cost you your time. And time is one commodity we can't get back. So we want to make sure that we always align with that. So we had earlier comments. We said, prepare my platform to directly monetize. Come on. That is Monix. That's his goal for the next 90 days. We're going to have to lock Monix in. Now I got to hold Monix accountable every day for 90 days. Monix, don't be cussing me out in these chats.
I'm going to be real with y'all. I have a goal that I'm working on myself. And that's my MC and hosting. It's the same thing. MC and hosting is the same thing to me. My bookings, I haven't been pushing my hosting as much as I should. And that's something that I want to work on for the next 90 days.
So drop that in the chat, J Baby. Now that means that's two people I am going to lock in with for the next 90 days, where I'm going to be dropping in y'all inboxes once a day, something that can move you closer.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, at the end of the day, and then in 90 days, and if we don't know nothing else about Monix, he is going to hold me accountable to what I said for 90 days. So in 90 days, we're going to bring Monix right here on Wake Up CEO and ask him what he thought about the 90 days that we were working together via chat. If he wants to call, he know where I am. He know where to find me. So 90 days, Monix, you and I, we're going to be right here on Wake Up CEO. And you tell me if we got to that monetization of your show.
You hear that, Monix? In the chat? You there?
Drop that down there. So, and J Baby, you say you want to do more MCing, hosting over the next 90 days.
I do.
So over the next 90 days, so we're going to do the exact same thing with J Baby. We're going to drop that in the chat. Drop that down there. And then from there, we're going to say 90 days from now, J Baby's already going to be here. So on her day, we're going to hear what she has to say and what her thoughts were over the 90 days, her laser focus. So what I'm asking both of them for the next 90 days is focus on those tasks.
Yeah.
90 days. And starting tomorrow morning, I will have one task for you guys to move you closer to your goals for the next 90 days.
Okay. Now I do have to shout out Amina.
She just about to say it.
I have to shout out Ms. Mina Brown Diva, because since I met, so real quick, how me and Mina came back into each other's life was New Year's Eve, right? It was New Year's Eve. We just at the gas station.
At the gas station.
Yeah, just ran into each other at the gas station. And I was talking to myself and I was telling myself, this year I want to get back into everything. And God put Ms. Mina Brown Diva right in my face right before the new year started. Literally 30 minutes before the new year started.
So I see New Year's resolutions do come true.
They do come true.
And then I gotta state some facts. So then from that conversation that her and Miss Mina had, Miss Mina happened to be talking to me one day, and she's like, "Well, we gotta get J Baby in the class." I said, "Who the hell is J Baby?" You know what I'm saying? Guys, I gotta be honest, I'm just that person. I'm a very straight no chaser person. So I was like, "Who the hell is J Baby?" She's like, "I just said we gotta get it." So if you guys know Amina, when she say something, she means she want it to happen. She ain't trying to hear your excuse of why it can't happen. She trying to make it make sense for her. So I'm the total opposite. I ain't trying to make nothing make sense for her. So I'm like, who is this and what we doing? But at the end of the day, she said that she wanted us to work together, and that was like in January. And boom, where we at?
That was good business.
That was good business.
That was an example of good business.
And J Baby, she called me on the phone today, and she was telling me about some bookstores for me. Guys, that's what I'm talking about.
Shout out to Ms. Mina.
Yeah, we got to give her a little props. Give her a little props today.
I've learned so much, and I have that boss mindset because I've learned from Ms. Mina over just a few months.
Okay. Look at you, Amina. You got mentees. Guys, if you guys, as I said, don't know already, Ms. Mina also has coming up at the end of the month, she is going to be doing a workshop. Guys, just stay tuned. If you guys, same time, same place, but on Fridays, you have the afternoon rendezvous with Ms. Mina the Brown Diva and Mush Make 'em Laugh, Bree, Lady Red, the producer, and Erica E. Money. They be right here at 3 to 5 on Fridays. You guys can get locked in. She'll give you more information about more information about her workshop that is coming up at the end of the month. Y'all, guys, just stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago. I told y'all got the best. Y'all got the best place to be. You're spending the best. Wonderful. This is the best use of your time because we're giving you information that's gonna help you build your business, get bossed up, get promoted, get information to grow your business, enhance your brand. Then you got people promoting. You got everything right here. That's what we doing over there.
Network. You must
absolutely
know everybody in the room. If you don't know everybody in the room, you're not doing your job and you don't have a good business. Because you got
characters,
to your business to know everybody.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, I think that at the end of the day, what we all really have to do is pay attention,
observe.
Absolutely. And making sure that when we make those decisions, when we make the wrong decision, pivoting quickly. Mm-hmm. That's something that I think that us as business owners don't do. When something is not going right, we don't assess and pivot.
We try to hold on and try to make it work.
Just like those bad relationships. When you have a bad relationship, it's the same thing in relationships, friendships, partnerships, businesships, all of those things. When things are not going right, you got to know when to just as Liz would say, relax. You got to relax. So, guys, I want you guys to stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago. J Baby gonna come back with some more information, but we gotta let some music play that y'all know that this is really radio. We're not just talking. We talking. We give y'all a little entertainment. Let y'all bring that stuff back. So, y'all stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago. Support District Radio, where we already know it is more than radio.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charge $150 and we're like 4 days.
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on. I did build up my own team as well. The business, I also did crack in another client.
Welcome to the CEO Mastermind.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. It's an assessment.
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality, it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week, right here on CEO State of Mind.
Yeah.
Say impossible, impossible.
Freedom has GPS. Rachel L. Gary. Rachel L. Gary.
We've been riding in circles, same stress, same scene, trying to find peace while we're chasing a dream. Then Rachel L. Gary put the map in our hands. Now it's clarity on the dash. We got plans on plans. Boundaries unlocked, no detours for the doubt. If it don't match the mission, we routing it out. Purpose in the pedal, we don't wait on the sign. CEO of our life, watch the whole thing align. We set the destination. We move with intention. No more drifting. We chose the vision.
We chose the vision. Female rapper, ad-lib. Freedom has GPS, so we set it and we go. Yeah, Rachel L. Gary in the map, yeah, she marking a road. Let's go! Love, time, peace, and family, yeah, that's the code. CEO of our life, now we taking control. No more stuck, no more someday, we got something to prove. Freedom has GPS, now watch the whole movement move. We be up, out and moving, yes, but out and moving to the greatness that lies in woo.
Learn again, and then learn some more. Letting go of the worlds I was attached to is no longer surreal. It was all meant to happen. It was so perfectly orchestrated together, like a dance routine to the rhythm of my shiny growth. Letting go is a whole college, a whole PhD. I release, I learn, I hold on to the lesson, and it starts all over again. I take this quiet time, this alone time, this solitude to to surrender to this surgery and strategy. I lay down my strained efforts to sit back for a necessary time to face down, boss up, solid crown. That's what's up. Face down, boss up, solid crown. That's what's up. Face down, boss up, solid crown. That's what's up.
All right, again. All right, guys, welcome back to Wake Up CEO. Man, I know you guys have been getting some awesome information about getting your business together, simplifying your goals so your actions can finally catch up. So what we were talking about is we're talking about businesses and making sure that when you walk into the door of a business, you already get clear. If you're clear with what's going on, you're clear with what the contracts are, if you're clear with what your responsibilities.
Where you stand.
There it is. Just
clear with where you stand.
Absolutely. Because when you're clear with where you stand, then you know what you're standing on. And we don't do quicksand. And what we were talking about earlier was quicksand. All that stuff is meant to drag you down, pull you down into the depths of things, to the abyss of stuff we don't want to be bothered with. So, Jay Baby, tell them where they can follow you, where they can find you, all of that good stuff.
I just updated my Facebook for y'all. You can find me on Facebook as Jay Baby. That's JayBaby. On Instagram, you can find me at J_baby.1 because there is only one of me. On TikTok, you can find me at J_baby.2. So
okay, and for your business, now where can they find you to book you for the next MC or host job?
You go through my manager, Ms. Mina Brown Diva. You can definitely book me through my manager.
So let's get that information up here. We're gonna
I can tell you the contact info. You can email her at msminamedia@gmail.com. You can call her via phone call. She's always on call at 773-886-7756.
As Miss Mina's coach, Miss Mina is not always available. Her business hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. That is when you can contact her. So let's make sure that we get our boundaries together. Because remember, I am coaching for success. You get burned out. If you're available for someone 24/7, 7 days a week, you are burned out. So let's not get burned out. We want growth and development. So if you're looking to book J Baby for your next event, if you have an event that you're looking to be electrified, go ahead.
I am the crowd expert.
Okay.
I promise you. Me and the crowd, we're going to vibe. We're going to vibe together. Me and the DJs, we're going to vibe together. It's going to be one good time. And it's going to be an event that you would never want to miss. And you're going to always want to book me after one time.
Okay. So I'm going to tell y'all, next time she here, we're going to want to hear that demo. So that's going to be one of those things I'm going to drop on that daily thing. I need to see that demo of your last event. If you're going to get that. She said she have an event tonight, guys. What's today? It's Wednesday. I got another event after, so y'all know.
You don't start till 9:30. Y'all can make it.
Joe's
Bar and Grill.
All right, hold on. We're going to drop that information down there. Drop that in the chat where they can come see you tonight. So if you're looking to book a host, I want to make sure at the end of the day. So this is my day one gym. Make sure that you got someone taping it. Mm-hmm. Putting together that recap and drop that recap on all your social media.
Definitely will. And
making sure that you put on there about hosting and where to book you. Put it all inside that same message on the screen as well as in the captions.
I definitely will.
That's Gym 1. I just dropped it right here on Wake Up CEO. Drop it in the comments so everybody knows where to see you tonight. Guys, this is what coaching is really about, that real time, real execution, because when you're looking to grow yourself, your brand, your business, you have to be aligned with that business always. All I do in my mind every single day is I coach, I mentor, and grow people's brand. I coach, I mentor, and I grow their business. That is what I do as a CEO. That's what I do as a leadership coach. So everything that I do is talking about that. Everything, including what I talk about on Wake Up CEO. That's how we want to get you locked in. So before we skate away, you guys stay locked in for the leadership. 3 3-point play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets GPS. Play 1. Pick one focus, one lane, one outcome, one mission. Play 2. Build 3 reputable actions, simple enough to do daily, one at a time. Play 3. Stay long enough to win. Consistency creates confidence, and confidence creates results. That is a 3-point play that was brought to you by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets GPS. Guys, man, y'all better get that 3-point play locked in, because y'all gonna need that 3-point play as you guys are growing and developing your business. That's what it's all about. Developing your businesses, locking in your goal, one major goal. So let's do a recap of what we talked about simplifying your goals. First, we got clear. The myth of goals. Having goals isn't enough. It's having one goal and moving forward towards it daily. One goal, one activity, one action daily. Now, that's not saying you can't do other activities. What it's saying is that your focus, this is how I'm able to say no to things quickly, CEOs. Because if that no does not align with my goal, the answer is no. It's easy. If you ask me, can I go to the party tonight? Now, the first thing when she said about something tonight, I was like, okay, let me think. I got these things to go. So the answer is no. Now, if I didn't have anything to do and I was going to support J Baby and I'm going for the purpose of helping her and mentoring her for the next 90 days, then I'm going to the event to help and mentor her and making sure that she's making the best of the opportunity. See, those are different reasons. Now, if I wasn't mentoring and she's like, all right, come on, let's go to this event, and this event has nothing to do with the business and which I'm trying to grow, then the answer is no. So you see, I protect my yeses. My yeses are secure for things that are growing and developing my brand, my business, my mentees. My brand, my business, my mentees. Because my mentees' growth is part of my business and my brand. See, all of that plays together. And I know people are like, well, you can't have any fun. I have fun all the time. On Monday, I was having fun. On Tuesday, I was having fun. Last week, I had a blast. I was in Racine having a blast on the train ride with 2 of my team members. I have fun all the time, but that fun aligns with my brand and my business. So it's about understanding what fun looks like. Am I going to go someplace and drink? I don't drink. I just don't like the smell of liquor. Nothing wrong with people drinking, just not my thing. I don't like the smell of liquor, so I don't drink. I don't go to bars mostly because I don't like the smell of liquor, so I don't go. Now, if there's a event where liquor is usually involved, I usually am in the back of the room.
No, for real.
It's funny. At the 312 Awards, people had to come get me 4 times because I was all the way in the back of the room. I'm not antisocial because as soon as I came out that corner, I talked to everybody. But the smell of alcohol makes me ill, just so y'all know for the record. It makes me queasy. So that is why I sit in the back of the room.
Gosh, I was like,
I got me some water, mush, once again, was all on top of it. Made sure I had some water, but Amina had already made sure I had water. So, I tell y'all, team members who look out for you. I am very blessed in that way that I have people that care about me, care about my well-being, call me and check on me when I'm not feeling well. That, to me, that is life. That is where what I'm living so free in that way. I feel so at peace. So loved, so appreciated. When you don't have those things in your life, that's when you are upset. Ties back into your goals and making sure you focus. I focus on building my relationships. I focus on spending the time. I focus on making sure that I show up for the people that show up for me. And the ones that don't show up for me, I guarantee you don't see me showing up either. You have to know when to, as she was saying, cut off, step away, but making sure that you get all the information before you do so.
Read that
all the information
front to back. Read it.
Absolutely. So guys, get locked in to J Baby is going to be at Joe's Bar and Grill from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. at 9 West 93rd Avenue. Isn't that in Indiana?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure we drop that in there because people be on 53rd Street talking about there's a 90 West 53rd Street.
Yeah.
Hey.
We gotta be CEOs and we gotta think that. We gotta use our brain.
Guys, y'all know like I know that people gonna be on 90th West 53rd trying to figure out where the party at and talk about, ain't no Joe's Bar and Grill out here. So
if they show up to that address, I'm gonna say you didn't have the CEO mask. You didn't pay attention at all.
But you know what? It just really be that people be moving fast. But it goes to like what we were saying, that they have to slow down. So when you slow down and you take stock and you take a moment, then it allows you to discern and really figure stuff out. Because like one of my mentees, they were posting every day. And I didn't understand the concept of their post. So I slowed down. I stopped everything I was doing and I went back to every single post they had. Because I was like, maybe I'm missing it. And because I was reading so fast, I had missed the concept that was within their post. Now, this is Michelle and Michael Cooper of Better Together Coaching. Guys, you gotta get locked in. I'm gonna tag them in here. If you guys are looking for relationship gurus, they are also trainers. They work with individuals who are looking to have better marriages. Having a better marriage usually starts with you being the best version of you. So you can bring the best version of you to a marriage, to a relationship. I say that in general. People all the times are like, this person has done this. This person is doing this. This person is doing that. And when you really look back in time, it's really you weren't loving yourself or showing up yourself in a way that made another individual say, okay, I want to show up for you. I want y'all to think about that, CEOs. If you are not the best version of you, how can you accept or expect someone to show up and be the best version of them? That's what that's about.
Question.
That's what it's about. That's why when I'm talking to you CEOs, I'm always just trying to get you to pull internally to be the best version of you. Because when you're the best version of you, you'll attract the best person for you. So hey, I just gave some relationship advice. Just that was just out there because it's just the truth. When I'm bringing the best version of me to the table, I attract the best people. When I'm not bringing the best version of me to the table, the people around me are constantly keeping me where I'm losing my peace. All right, so J Baby has gotten y'all the real now. Now y'all get the real information in there. Joe's Bar and Grill, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. at 90 West 53rd Avenue, Maryville, Indiana, 46410. I want to make sure to put all that out there for you guys. Because remember, we got people listening on the radio. They can't see this.
They can't see it.
So if you guys want to see her be a host tonight,
come get the J Baby experience. That's what I call it, the J Baby experience, because there's no other experience like it.
All right. She said the J Baby experience. So what are they gonna experience? Get them a little bit of that right now. We gotta get you some music in the background so you can feel that or something.
We're gonna What's good, y'all? It's your favorite host, J Baby. DJ, what we doing? You know, you're gonna get the full J Baby experience. You're gonna feel comfortable. You're gonna want to come back. You gonna ask why is the club closing at 2:00 when you think it's supposed to close at 5? No, you're gonna have so much fun. I promise you. It's all about y'all. It's all about y'all.
Okay, come on now. Was I ready to be in a club? I was almost ready. But then she said Joe's Bar and Grill. And I said, that was just
Get the grill part. It ain't just, it's food there.
All right, we got to get those specials so we can be locked in and have a better understanding of what Joe can offer me at there. And so, but right now we're going to see J Baby perform. See J Baby inviting people there. And then Sharice Sloan said she is going to be. I will be there. I did see you drop that today. Karaoke's today, right? Oh no!
If you remember me 2 years ago when karaoke first started, I was emceeing for y'all. I was emceeing 2 years ago, and then I took a little break. But we back. We gotta get our title back. Shout out to Players Nightclub. That's my very first club that I emceed at.
Okay.
I used to do
Players Nightclub.
Like Tuesday.
Okay, well, what's the Players Nightclub? Is that like the Players Club? Play-Dohs. I thought it was the Players Club. I was about to ask a couple questions. Y'all know the movie. Y'all seen it. I was about to try to get locked in. So Shri said it's Karaoke Wednesday. That food fire. Ren Terry. As I said, guys, Sharice is the promoter of the year. She knows information about every event. Is always going to promote that event. Excuse me, I don't mean just promote it here. I mean promote it everywhere. She is going to blanket your venues, blanket your information, blanket your events, blanket you as an artist. So are you looking to get out there when you don't have time to get out there? Are you sitting at home like, man, I do not have time for social media? Then you have to promote with someone who does. Highly Productive Chicago. Sharice, drop that information down there for me. Highly Productive Chicago on Facebook. Go to highlyproductive.com. Get locked in with Sharice Sloan. She is the CEO of Highly Productive Chicago and promoter for Freedom Has GPS. That is my new book that is coming out Juneteenth. Y'all get locked in. Today, you guys actually saw the debut of that video right here on Wake Up CEO. Guys, as I said, I work with some amazing people with some phenomenal information. All right, she dropped that information down there. Bam! The promotion is proudly brought to you by Highly Productive Chicago. Let's connect to explore how we can drive growth and success together. Reach us at highlyproductivchicago@gmail.com or at 131. Whoa, is that our phone number out there? Wait, pause that. No, it's okay. 1-312-975-2743 to take your adventure to the next level. Period. Come on with that, guys. Get locked in to Sharice Sloan.
Kids say clock it.
Yeah. My granddaughter told me that the other day on something I had on. She's like, "Oh, Grandpa, you." I said, "What the heck is all this? All these little." She said, "Guys, that tells you I'm getting older in my years." Well, because she had a whole little.
I didn't understand what this was. I was like, "We snapping. We trying to snap."
She gave me. She's like, "Grandpa, you look good. You clocking." I said, "What the heck? Clocking what?" I was like, "Guys, one more time. That tells you when you are at a different age bracket."
When you're boss, that man said got
yeah. I was like, "What the heck is?" And she was like, "Yeah, Grandpa, what the heck?" She had a whole little. I was like, "Okay." All this matters that she said I was looking nice that day, so that's all that mattered to me. And once I got to understanding what it was all about, so I want to make sure that we get these businesses in here. If you guys are not already locked in, for business and vendors, lock in today. So this is where Sharice is saying slots are filling up fast. Text sponsor or vendor to 312-468-8361 or 773-943-9402 at Highly Productive Chicago for the Blizz Effect. Highlight a huge shout out to our current sponsors on board. The Blizz Effect, Freedom Has GPS, Soiree Collection, Highly Productive, Media Monic, Shop Talk 7, April Flowers, UNF Gang Entertainment, and Juiced Up Joints by one of my other mentees, D Woods. Guys, and let's not leave out CEO Lexi Couture. That is usually right here, right after me on Frequency. Guys, did I just tell y'all that my Radio Chicago be just killing it? Got some of the best business owners, has some of the best information, has some of the best people that be out here doing their things. So I got to get these promotions in because I can't have a promoter of the year saying I didn't get her promotions in here. All right. We got season 3, the CEO Mastermind. Check out the show, available now on download the BHC Media app on Roku and Fire TV. And you can also, if you want to go to Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, you can get the link to download it on Apple as well as Android. That is BHC Media app, and the name of the television station is CEO State of Mind. And check out that season 3 CEO Mastermind, season 1, 2. Season 2, and soon to be season 4. Season 3 is coming to a close. Just get locked in, guys. Just stay locked in. Go to download that BHC Media app today.
That's mine. Today.
I mean, are you trying to get a CEO mindset or what? Hold on. I know we got more promotions in here. I got to find those promotions. Hold on, gal. But because, as I said, Sharice Sloan is going to make sure it happens. She going to drop those promotions down there. She going to talk about all of that's going on. And all that's happening, everything that's happening, every business that's going on out there, everything that's going on, everything that happened last summer, everything that's coming up for the next winter. And I know she has her party that's coming up soon as well. Then we have Freedom Has GPS. Then we were tuning in right here. We got Hibachi's, a new black-owned hibachi's restaurant on the south side of Chicago. And let's support Marissa Terry. That address is 522 East 79th Street, right here in Chicago, right down the street from the radio station. So you can come on by the radio station. When you're looking to promote your business, then go down there and get you a meal, guys. This is a nice tray of food. It's not just some food. It's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food.
Man, there was people sharing the food and still was talking about they were full.
3 bites is all I could do.
Wow. I mean, and I heard the food is very flavorful. I had a couple of those where I was watching. Now, and lastly, before I get off the air, Cherie Sloan is going to have a new segment right here on Wake Up CEO every Wednesday, beginning on April 15th. So next week, she's officially joining the Wake Up CEO with Rachel O'Gary every month for a special segment called Elevated Wisdom. This is Erica's segment. Now, Sharice is also going to have a segment where she's going to be talking about the businesses out there in the Chicagoland area, and she's going to come and drop that information right here. Every week, she's going to be talking about a different business, so you guys got to get locked in to what's happening next. Whew. Man, this has been a heck of a show, man. Heck of a show. Man, so tell us, what's your takeaways of the show? Before we get our closing words in.
My takeaway is I do too much. I got too much on my plate and I need to simplify my goals.
And
I did.
So what was that simplified goals you came up with?
MCing. I'm gonna focus on my MCing and my hosting for the next 90 days. I'm gonna focus on it. You're gonna see me getting booked at least 4 times a week by the 90 day.
So she said 4 times a week by the 90th day. Now we get her before the 90th day. Remember, she is here every second Wednesday. So you guys can catch her right here every second Wednesday, where we're going to be talking about the boss mindset. So the next time what you guys will see, I want to make sure y'all go ahead and put your notifications in. Put it in for every Wednesday. But if you're ready to see J Baby right here on Wake Up CEO, that's Wednesday, May 13th. She'll be right here talking about this not same thing, a new version of how to boss up your life and get your mindset together. So my takeaway from today's show is, again, y'all know I have to get my takeaway from what I thought of everything. And my closing thing is this. The reason your actions haven't caught up is not because you lack talent. It's because your focus keeps changing. Simplifying your goals is all about getting locked in. Lock in with your growth. Lock in with your goal. One goal. 90 days. Give yourself time. The reason why it's 90 days, guys, I wanted to say it, is because you have to give yourself time to get used to the habit. You keep doing the things and letting the outcomes come to fruition. You have to give it time. That's the one thing that we don't want to give it, time. But if you're looking for those results, you have to give it time to root in, give it time to get synchronized, get it time to get into your energy and your frequency. So I don't want y'all to forget to tune in and lock in next week right here on Wake Up CEO, where we'll have Elevated Wednesdays with our co-host, Reverend Erica Turner. And I want to make sure you guys go ahead and lock into J Baby. Go ahead, tell them where they can lock in with you one more time. So, because we want to make sure y'all lock in with her before she comes back. Drop that information in there so she knows what y'all want to hear from her next time she's on the show.
You can find me on Facebook at JBaby, on Instagram at J_baby.1, and on TikTok at J_baby.2. I'm everywhere, baby.
All right, get locked in. So next week, we'll be discussing embodiment, mindset, and consciousness, reprogramming, spiritual leadership, and more. So until next week, CEOs, y'all know what I want y'all to do. Stay motivated, stay inspired, stay intentional about your growth, and be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You. See you next week right here on Wake Up CEO.